Hi guys, hope everybody is well. I am Muchacho Loco and welcome to my channel. Now today guys, I am back with another GTA 5 online glitch video. This is a solo car duplication glitch. This is pretty much the only solo glitch going. Originally I wasn't going to upload on this, I wasn't even going to touch it because it's had many different variations of the method and everybody uploading is just butchering the description, so it's got a lot of steps. But it's not difficult, so I think I can do a good job at giving you proper instruction, and you guys can make this work to make a lot of money. So let's do it. So your requirements are: you need the MOC with personal storage and the car you're going to duplicate. And as always, I recommend the Arena Wars Future Shock ISI because it sells for like 1.7 million. So this is the vehicle to use. If you can't afford this, then obviously go to Benny's, the LG Retro Custom. You need the Arena Wars workshop. Alright, you don't have to have the other garages, but hey, that's great if you do. You need some free RH8s in there, and you need to keep the ISI in the back of the storage and send this back to storage. Alright, so now we're ready to set this up. Now you only have to set it up once, and then you can dupe over and over. Okay, so go to an invite-only session, make your way into your workshop, make sure you have no personal vehicles out, and you go to the online tab, go down to options, down to matchmaking, and make sure matchmaking is set to closed. This is important. Alright, once you're at this point, you're good. So put some free RH8s inside the Arena Workshop. Your MOC is back in the bunker with the car you're going to duplicate in the back of the MOC. At this point, you're going to make your way up to your career board. Alright, the career wall is where we're going to get glitched. Okay, so at this point, call Simeon and request a mission. Now this is the first set of button sequences, alright? There's two here and then one more after that. But the first set goes as follows. You're going to receive the mission from Simeon. Alright, and while you're standing in front of the board with the prompt to open the career board, you're going to open up your phone. You're going to touch A once on the invitation. Don't accept it yet. Hold down the start button for your menu. The moment you let go of the start button, tap A to accept the job. You'll hear your phone close in the background. Time it right. Let go and tap A. You hear it closed. Then go to online. Alright, purchase share card. And you're going to let this fully load. Now this is the next button sequence. Okay, so you're going to rapidly tap B, and the moment it starts closing, spam right on the D-pad. Alright, and the moment you see the leaderboard, spam LB and Y. Alright, the leaderboard, LBY, spamming it, and you should get this. The leaderboard should pop up and the mission should start. So just back out of the mission. You'll end up in a weird first-person mode with the leaderboard. First thing you want to do is tap B, get rid of that leaderboard. Otherwise it'll pull you right out of the building. Alright, so now you're in this state. Alright, I found out later that if you walk backwards, it's much easier. It's much easier and smoother and faster, but you're going to make your way down to the spectating booth. And this is the next sequence of buttons, and this is changed a little bit. It's very easy. So you're going to use every button, right, on your controller. And the sequence goes Y, A, B, X. But you're going to do the first three in sequence. Y, A, B. And then you're going to see your character walk through the door and wait for the blurry screen and then tap X. At this point, hold down on the D-pad and pick a story mode character and then back out of it. And you'll end up with a blurred screen and you should be right back in your shop just like this. Now this is perfect. This is where you want to be. Make your way over to the drink machine. The first one under the stairs. Start a quick job. Just open the quick job menu and you should just disappear like this. Now, you need to get any prompt to get out of this. And the easiest one to do is just disconnect your controller. Shut the controller off, pull the batteries. And then when you restart the controller, you're going to get a prompt on your screen. You're just going to back out, tap right on the D-pad as soon as you see yourself back again. You're good. And we only got one more step for the setup, and we're done. We can start duplicating. And then, like I said, you can just do it over and over and over, and spend an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever you want, just copying cars. So here we're going to go over to the floor management ring, and we're going to go left on the D-pad. So we get up the security camera screen. Once it loads, just back out of it, and then make your way to any one of your vehicles and try and drive it out. everything goes as it should, you'll fall right through the floor of the building into a free fall. Now this can goof up, there's a couple things that can happen, but for this round it worked just fine. But you'll end up somewhere in the map, and you won't be able to bring up your map. You'll notice that you won't have access to that. So the trick here is bring up your phone, open the internet, and then hold the start button for your map. And you'll be able to get your bearings. Alright, so the next part, you're going to require beer. So make sure your Pibs visor is full, or make your way to a store, make sure you've got full Pibs visor. Now there's also another method for this, I'll explain that when we get there, but that's the next step. We're going to make our way at this point to our bunker. So we're not going to use our own personal vehicles. We're going to become a CEO, and I'm just going to use a buzzard because it's the quickest way around the map. Alright, so let's go. Off to the bunker. Alright, so I'm in the bunker. I'm in my MOC. I'm going to collect my Future Shock ISI. I'm going to bring this out of the MOC, and I'm going to park it in the temporary parking spot here inside the bunker. That's the first step for actually duplicating. Now from here, you're just going to do these steps over and over in a full circle, as you'll see. And it doesn't take that long. You can probably duplicate a car every maybe 4 or 5 minutes. Alright, so at this point, there are two methods to get out of the building. Do not try to attempt to leave the building. You'll get locked in an infinite loading screen. So the method that I recommend is drinking beer until you pass out. Alright, so you're going to want to just start drinking beer and hold A the whole time you're drinking. You want to make sure that you don't let go A until the bottle drops. And then you're going to drink another one. Just keep doing that. It takes 8 beer to pass out and end up at the hospital. And once you load into the hospital, you can just call in the buzzard again or steal a streetcar. Do not bring in any personal vehicles at this point. From this point forward, if a personal car is called in or a motorcycle or anything like that, it will goof the glitch up. So you're going to want to bring in, like I said, your buzzard or a streetcar, doesn't matter. And the other method to get out of the building is with the RC Bandito. You would use the RC to get out, but there's a lot of things that can go wrong with that. And I've had several occasions where it either made all the vehicles within my arena disappear, or I got locked in an infinite screen. For whatever reason, I don't do that anymore. And when you get to this point, you don't want anything goofing up. So drink the beer, make your way to your arena workshop. All you're going to want to do is get into an RH8 and try and drive it out. And then you go through this whole sequence of falling again into free fall. You'll probably end up at the exact same location you did last time, which is perfect. As you'll have your bearings, you'll know exactly which way you need to go to get back to your bunker. So call in a buzzard. And I also recommend at this point, make your way to a store and replenish your beer. If you forget or leave it and you don't have enough beer to pass out, you can't get outside your bunker. And you'll have to restart your game and do the whole setup and get it all ready again. So make sure you don't forget the beer. Never forget the beer. Alright, so make your way back to your bunker, and the car you're going to duplicate should be sitting there. Alright, so everything's good. We collect it, drive it over to this spot. Try to get out. Enter the MOC on foot. You're going to want to run through the MOC and exit at the front. Don't try and skip any one of these steps because it won't work. Yeah, lots of guys have put this through the motions, and there are plenty of things that can go wrong. So if you stick to this strictly step by step, you'll get this to work for you. You can make a lot of money. Alright, so there we are. We're done. We just duplicated the car and we just saved it. So the car that was in here was the original ISI. I just pushed it to the arena in the spot of that RH8, and the RH8 is now here as an ISI. All right, man. That's how it's done. All right, now so to do this again, you would, like I said, make sure you're full of beer. You would take the car out to the to the single temporary parking spot in your bunker. You would get out and continue with the beer drinking until you pass out, go to the hospital, and that's what I mean. It's a very quick rotation. Now, the other method I spoke of getting out was the RC Bandito. Now, what you would do is you would walk to the door, exit, and immediately open your interaction menu on the back button, go to inventory, and request your RC Bandito immediately. You want to do this quickly. Right, as soon as the RC Bandito loads in, you're going to back out and quit it, and you'll be good. You'll be where you want to be. But things can go wrong with that method, so I recommend stick with the beer. Alright, so I'm just going to load back into a new session here, guys, and I want to show you my freshly duplicated Future Shock ISI. So I did 2 of them, actually, while I was making this, so there's like $3.5 million. Hey, payday. Alright, guys, that is it. Seriously, that's it. So if you can make this work for you, if you like the clip, don't forget the like button. I appreciate that. You know, you guys, man, are great. I appreciate all the support I get from you guys. So you guys be good to one another. I am Loco, and I am out of here.